So this is a trip I took back in July 3rd. I know it's July 3rd, it was the day before 4th of July. I took a backpacking trip up to Linville Gorge. Did a little driving around on Highway 105 there with a buddy from work, and then he left at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And me being, you know, the genius that I am, I was like, you know what, sun doesn't go down till 9 o'clock at night in July, so I got plenty of daylight left. Let's hammer out a 10-mile hike and see if I can make it. So I was prepared in this video and this hike you're gonna see. I had the video, I'm doing the intro now because the video is a little kind of choppy and cut up because I hurt my foot at a certain point, and then my camera batteries died, and so I didn't get as much footage as I really wanted to. It was actually a great hike, and I was also really focused on just moving. I couldn't stop to take a lot of video because I had to cover 10 miles, and you know, and I had 6 hours. I had about 6 hours to cover 10 miles and a couple thousand feet of elevation. So I started off this hike going down the gorge. I parked up on Highway 105 and hiked a trail going down the gorge all the way to the bottom where the river is. So you drop, you know, 1,000, 2,000 feet, something like that. I can't remember. And once you drop down to the bottom, you hike along the river. So that's what I did. Dropped down, hiked along the river. I had all my gear with me to backpack and stay out there and camp, and I was kind of debating on camping there that night. That was kind of the first goal I had. I was gonna do just like 5 miles, find a campsite, set up for the night, take it easy, and then 5 miles out, which wouldn't have been too bad. But because it was 4th of July weekend, there was a lot of people up there. The road was kind of busy. My truck, I couldn't even get it into one of the little parking spots they had up there, so I had to pull it off on the side of the road. So I didn't really like where the truck was parked. I didn't feel safe leaving it there overnight with all the traffic and stuff. Someone could have hit it, you know, if they were drinking or whatever, flying down the road like some people like to do sometimes on 105. I didn't want to come back up to my truck and see it bashed in or someone sideswiped it or something. So after I started hiking the hike, I kind of decided, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and circle this thing around and do the whole 10 miles in one shot. So a couple things I underestimated. I did the down, was easy. I cruised through that pretty quick. And then getting down to the river, I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna do this one stretch that's straight for about 3 to 4 miles of it is just kind of walking along the river. And I thought it would be kind of more flat there, but it was super rocky. Like, it was just boulders and just these uneven terrain. So there wasn't any elevation gains up and down. It's just little boulders and stuff and rocks I had to crawl through, which is rough on your ankles, and you can't move as fast as you like to. So I was trying to make time, and that was slowing me down. And then at one point I stepped on a rock the wrong way, and it actually rolled over on top of my foot. And I got a biker dude. These guys, man, these guys, I swear, one of them's gonna get killed. Freaking biker dudes. So yeah, the rock rolls over on my foot, lands on top of it, and actually I have that on video the moment it happened. I was actually filming, and at first it just felt like, oh crap, rock fell on my foot, no big deal. It didn't seem like it hurt that bad. But then I started hiking a little bit more, and I was like, oh, this is a little bit worse than I thought. And I think my foot was cut open, and I was like, oh, this is not good. And so it ended up getting bruised on the top of my foot, and then I had to finish going through the rocks, and then I had to do this trail. What was it called? The pinch-in trail. The pinch-in trail, that's what it was. And yeah, man, that thing was pinched in. It was overgrown, it was small, and it was vertical. And my foot was hurting, and I ran out of water because my Be-Free water filter broke. It stopped working. So anyone looking to get a water filter, Be-Free, when I first got it, it worked great, but it actually failed me on the last trip I took. I had to use water tabs to filter my last liter of water, and then I had this long stretch with no water, so I couldn't You know, camel up, as they say. When you get to a water source, usually just drink as much water as you can to make sure you're quenched, and then you store the rest of your water in your bottle while you're hiking. I couldn't camel up because I couldn't filter the water fast enough. The water taps take 35-40 minutes to filter a liter of water. So you have to just, I was already thirsty when I got there, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna sit here for 40 minutes to drink a liter of water and then do another 40 minutes for the next liter. So I filled up my water bottle, 1 liter, threw the water tabs in it that I had, and started hiking up this thing, and it was brutal. My foot was hurting, like I said, and then I started running out of water. It was one of the hardest vertical climbs I did, but I made it up to the top, got back out to Highway 105, and jumped on the road, started hiking down the road, which I had to do another few miles down the road to get back to the truck. And I got back to the truck right around 9-ish, a little after 9-ish, so I hit my time. So I made it back to the truck on time. Like I said, I'll kind of throw that video in here as I'm narrating this while I'm driving, just because I didn't narrate it very well while I was doing it, because I was trying to survive and make it out. I did run into a bear, copperhead at one point I ran into, and then there was a bear that I ran into actually up on Highway 105. I came up on, I was walking along, he was over off the side doing something. He saw me, he took off, and what's funny is he took off, and then about 10 minutes later, I'm still hiking, and I hear an air horn go off. Someone's blowing an air horn, and he had taken off in that direction, and so he ran up into someone's campground up there that was car camping, and so they started blowing an air horn to scare him off. What the? Yeah, we're stopping in the middle of the road. That's not a parking spot. That's because we're taking pictures. Oh geez. Oh geez. Come on, people. I swear, man. I swear. It's people. Dude's driving 10 miles an hour, parked in the middle of the road, hanging out the side of the window, taking pictures. They have 9 million overlooks for you to pull off and do this. Anyway, so that's the Linville Gorge trip. Enjoy that video. I got about a 3-mile straight hike along this river. Get me back to another bend where I'll climb back up, and then I'd have to do 3 miles back. Truck. It's 4 o'clock. I mean, I got all my gear to stay out here if I need to, but I like a challenge. See if we can make it. It's gonna be rough. We have to cover almost 10 miles. You know, to do about over 2,000 feet of elevation. We can do it. Or die trying. Got a lot of ground to cover. We got some nice campsites out here. Yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed if I'd stay out here tonight. Nice little rock feature. So a little update. It is 5:07 and 3.5 miles in. This is definitely more rocky and slowing me down than I wanted to. So, but I still could probably. Actually, I know I can. Just keep pushing through. I can make it back to the truck by 8 o'clock. This pace that I'm going. I figured the last leg of it, I'll climb back out of here, and I'll just actually, instead of taking the trail along the ridge up there, which is going to zigzag around and be more technical, I'll hike back up, jump out on Highway 105, and just hike the road straight back to the truck. Be a little more flat, even terrain. and more a straight shot. Can't plan for some rain like this. But I guess we had someone back there lost their shoe. There's no blazes on this trail I'm on either, so I'm totally relying on GPS and maps. With 3 GPSs, even if I lost it. Oh, that hurt. Ow. I slipped on the rock and jumped over and landed on top of my foot. GoPro's dead. We are on phone. I'm on this little tiny trail. You can barely even see it. Just going through here. I'm climbing straight out of the gorge. It's like straight up from all the way down. We are almost 600 miles, almost 6 miles. My B-free filter crapped out on me. Still got about 3 miles to go and a couple hours of sunlight left. I still think we can make it as long as my legs hold up. Oh man, look at that view. Look at that view. Right there. That's what it's all about. There's a group of younger guys out here. Like 6 of them. Man, the whole woods smell like weed. They're walking by, they're like, "Are you friendly to flowers?" I was like, "Am I friendly to flowers?" "Sure, I don't know." And then I kind of caught on what they were asking. I said, "Oh, man, you guys are good. Keep on moving." One dude came hiking by a little early later. Dude's carrying a rock. He's just carrying a rock. Said he's taking it all the way back out of here to make a cutting board out of it. Don't do drugs, guys. Do stupid crap like that. All right, bye. Status update. Over 10 miles. Out here hiking in the dark. Oh boy.